You're listening to Rio Radio, the nationally trusted name in real estate investing. We dig deep to discover investors' why in real estate. If you want to skip all the BS and get in investors' heads, you're in the right spot. Be one of the thousands to check out RioRadio.com. Welcome to the Real Estate Rundown. This is episode 237 with Owen Dashner and Kosh. Ooh, crafty, buddy. Okay, let me just read this week off to you. Okay, ready?
Is this what grinds Ted's gears?
Oh my God. I mean, this has never happened. 2 times I got calls for smoke detectors. I got a plug toilet. I got a call about a single mouse. And I think it came in because of all the crazy rain we had. I got a call that there was bugs. I got a call that I was out of toilet paper and other supplies. Got a call because a coffee maker quit working. By the way, the Keurigs go out every 3 months on average. I got a call because
only for you.
Light bulbs are out. I got a call because siding flew off the side of the house. I got a call because a washer machine was going crazy, which really was just out of balance. And to top it all off, I got a call because the same unit got destroyed by a tenant where it had 2 broken windows and just left it in dire straits. And I think there's more too, but that is my week just between 3 properties.
You ready for mine?
Yes.
This is unprompted. So I'm kind of going off of memory here, but okay. Boiler went out, brought it up last week,
yeah.
70 grand.
Yep.
Chiller, bad, 155 grand.
Yep.
Okay. Descaling. You want to hear what the quote on descaling one property is?
Yeah. How much?
Okay. So descaling, you know what that is, right? Like
people listeners don't know.
Yeah. So this is where the plumbing line comes out of the property, connects to the street, and depending on how long the run is, and this is a long run, right?
Mm-hmm.
The old pipe can a lot of times get what they call scale on it, which can be like mineral deposits, calcium buildup.
Yep.
Yeah, like all, and after a while, it can really constrict the water flow and can start sewage backups.
Mm-hmm.
Not good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this one is a continued problem that we've had with this property, and we had somebody come out and take a look at it, take a stab at what it's going to cost, just to go in and basically what they do is they'll take like a
big property.
Yeah, it's 40 units,
okay.
But they basically take like this blade on a cable and they shoot it down the line and scour it out, right?
Well, I'm figuring that a traditional house is going to be probably about $1,000, and so since this is a commercial property, they think you're rich. So they're going to probably times it by 20. So let's say 20 grand.
$50,000.
Shut the front door. My first deck was
50 grand just for descaling. So
one line.
So I think this is actually
that's like same as replacing it.
So check out the creative problem solving here though. So my partner in this deal, Ryan, he owns a lot of properties. He owns some restaurants. He's got, commercial equipment and
I've
stuff
never
like
heard
that.
you talk about a Ryan partner.
Yeah. So Ryan Rogers is my partner in this deal. And he came up with this idea. So I can't take credit for it, but it's a great idea. He goes, what if we buy a mini excavator? And, you can buy them for, I don't know, he said they're like 25 grand or something like that. And we trench it out, and then we disconnect the old line, and then we just run all new PVC. And he has guys that work for him that, they're like $20 an hour.
Yeah.
Right. So you can just trench that whole thing and take out the old and then just connect the PVC and then connect it where it ties into the street and then sell the excavator right after you get done.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to save $40,000 probably. And I'm like, I love it, man. And I want to run the excavator just to say that I did. So that was my only thing. I'm like, I will agree to this if I can actually get on there and make a mess. So yeah. So
how much is it to rent it though? You can rent those same pieces.
The daily rental is ridiculous.
Is it?
Yes. And this would probably be, you're probably talking 10 days, 2 weeks. So it really racks up. So we'll save way more money if we bought it. Think about it. Like they don't lose that much value in that amount of time. So we can probably resell it and hardly.
It's all based on the hours.
Yeah,
it's running.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's the play on that. But
how many other units could you go get that done while you're at it, while you have it?
I can't think of any other ones that I need it. So, whatever. But so here's another one. Okay, so this is a Branson property. Used to be a hotel. We're converting it into apartments. We're getting ready to open the first building here in about 4 or 6 weeks.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it'll be 44 units, and then we're going to move on, and the other buildings will be, a couple months behind, right? But the property had an elevator, and you know how much I love elevators.
Yeah, you really love them.
I hate them.
Yes.
So we were like, God, what are we going to do with this thing? And like the elevator.
You call Andy Corey for any advice?
No, the elevator itself was like, we thought it was not bad shape, but then you open up and look below in the shaft, and it's like soup. And so everything's rusted out. Like, and elevators can be, I mean, there's like an elevator mafia organization in the US, I think, because locally here in Omaha, there's like 3 companies. There's like Schindler, TKE, and like
O'Keefe.
Yeah, O'Keefe.
Yeah.
Those are the 3. That's all you get.
Yeah.
Like, and they're national typically, so they have a stranglehold on the market. So when you sign up for these like service contracts and everything else, and you'll be like, okay, we need a new elevator, and they're like, okay, and I feel like they just come up with numbers like, okay, it's going to be $500,000 or something. You know what I mean? It's like, for what? Like, it's a metal car. I get it. There's a lot of, stuff with it, but I'm just like, we don't need it at this property because there's, access with stairs and whatever. So we demoed the elevator, and I have a bunch of pictures of this, and I'm going to make a post out of it because I'm excited to watch it.
You do for a good post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, so it cost $14,000 just to demo the elevator and get rid of it. Because then the other thing is, like, when you do that, the elevator has hydraulic fluid typically and a lot of other, stuff. So there's environmental you got to worry about and like all that. So it's just, I'm so glad this thing's gone. But yeah.
Was it like on the far side of a building?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like it had its own shaft. It wasn't like inside the building. It was like outside, and then exterior.
So you have to redo the outside fascia and everything.
Yeah, but that was included in the 14. So it's just like a railing that we had to weld, and then like that's really about it. And then pretty it up a little bit. But yeah, I have to give props again to Rhino, the tenant security deposit insurance company, because I was just complaining about this to Aiden right before we hit record. My property manager sends me a move out notice with a make ready estimate, and it was like $4,100.
Yes.
And I'm pissed because this tenant's only been there 1 year, and they're causing $4,100 worth of damage. So like flooring's messed up, drywall holes, like needs a full repaint, trim is pulled off, like blinds are ruined, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pissed. I'm like, look, just so we're on the same page, and I've said this before, but I 100% want to turn this over to collections immediately. It's so frustrating when stuff like that happens, because what it does is it'll kill your entire year worth of cash flow. $4,000. If you got debt on it, you're probably going to make a couple $100 a month in cash flow.
Yeah.
And so it's going to kill a year or two. And I was just pissed. And I'm like, look, I'm assuming they didn't have Rhino. And she goes, actually, they did. They had $3,900 worth of Rhino coverage. So I should be able to recover all of that except for a couple $100 for a unit term. But I wanted to reiterate my point about being a fan of Rhino, because it definitely pays for itself. So
I feel
so it's a week of just getting barraged with repairs and a huge ticket items.
One thing I don't understand is, and the thing it just blows my mind. Okay, you had somebody there for a year, did $4,100 damage.
Yeah.
I had somebody in my place for 2 weeks. And I just put brand new heavy duty blinds in. Got sick of the cheap blinds breaking so often.
Yeah.
So I put the nice wood ones in.
Yeah, more durable in theory.
I'm going to show you pictures here in a second. But literally when they went in there was toys stuck in between the wires of the blinds.
The cords.
And I'm like, why? Why is that like that? And then the blinds are completely broken and shattered in one spot. We didn't realize it. Opened it up. Oh, the whole window's shattered. And then, like,
how does that happen
and then,
at an Airbnb?
How do your towels get to look completely brown and black?
It looks like somebody wiped their butt with that.
How do you take the lamps that are brand new and completely destroy them?
It looks like somebody just crushed it in their hand.
Like, there's my nice blinds, and they're also broken.
You should
the cabinets.
You should link this in the show
my
notes.
brand new cabinets are.
Oh, they ripped the hinge out.
Are ripped out the hinges. And then it just kept on going, man. And then I'm just like, and the place was just dirty. Now, here's the crazy part is like, that all happens, right?
Yeah.
But first off, she was really nice. The guest was nice. Yeah, she had a couple kids. She was in there. I saw her outside a few times. I said hi. She was extremely kind. Her messages were always extremely kind. And then in the end, over and over again, like, I'm writing a review because I'm like, I'm pissed.
Yeah, yeah.
All the sheets are ruined on top of that. And I'm spending $1,000 in new windows now. And I'm sad about this. And I'm trying to figure out, like, I got to write a review now for this lady. I'm like, very kind. So it's hard to write this because she was so nice and she was in a bad situation.
You put that's what you're going to put. Yeah, that's good.
The second dirtiest unit I've ever had in my life.
Yep.
Would I rent back? No. And she like had no remorse. Crazy part is that I actually called the guy who takes out my trash because I was so pissed off because I'm like, dude, you forgot to take out the trash. And he's like, no, I took it out yesterday. Like, we have these huge trash bins.
Mm-hmm.
She filled up 3 of them. And then we had to take a truckload of trash and take them to other units I have and put them in those trash cans. You were there for 2 weeks. Well, I guess she's homeless.
Okay.
And there's a service that paid for her to stay there.
Okay.
So it paid like $1,300 for her to stay there 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yes, you think, oh, you made some money on it. No, I didn't make money. I lost my butt on that.
Wow.
And then I'll turn all these receipts into Airbnb, and they'll probably pay me $200.
Yeah,
because they'll like prorate come up their excuse
formula or whatever.
which you have no. I mean, the place was rebooking that next day the same day.
Oh no!
And so not just one cleaner, which I normally have. We had to bring in 4 cleaners and myself to try to get the unit ready for the next person to come.
Because you only had a couple hours or whatever,
and I had to duct tape 2 windows. Like, come on, like what is going on with people? Like, why does that have to happen?
I don't
like
know.
What makes you think that that's okay?
This is our weekly therapy session, man.
I don't get it. I was just so mind-boggled and pissed off. I was trying to find the rest of the pictures to show you, but yeah, it's just I don't get it, man. And then of course I'm like, they moved all the furniture around too.
Did you have any good things that happened this week?
Oh.
Rubbing his eyeballs.
My kids went back to school.
It's so crazy how different, like, my kids don't go to school until like the very end of August, which normally it goes into September, but they don't get out until June.
Mm-hmm.
So like where I go or where my kids go starts way later than Omaha for some reason.
This is like the earliest it's ever started.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, every school should just be Labor Day, Memorial Day.
I agree.
I mean,
totally agree.
Let us get through the holidays. Let's get those last vacations in. That's when all the pools open and close.
Yeah.
Just stick with it.
I hear you, man. Hey, so I had a couple of, it's a
fun start we had.
Yeah. I come in hot. I, obviously had done a lot of flips in my, previous years here. And this year's really been the only year that Brandon and I haven't done much of anything with marketing. We turned off all of our pay-per-click and all that. So we have our website active still. And oddly, and I have done any blog posts or anything that would really help out the SEO in like 2 years. Mm-hmm. And we've gotten I think 6 calls here in the last probably 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, but your site's been up long enough.
It has.
It's bringing that business in.
And so now if you get a deal out of that, it's more or less free.
Yeah.
Right. So we had 2 leads that came in. One was from a wholesaler with a property in Benson that I think we're going to buy for $90,000. And then the other one is a house in Council Bluffs on a really nice street. And I know CD really well. And I think we're going to be buying that one too. So we got 2 flips in like one day that were completely unplanned. So the reason I'm bringing that up is, well, A, it's like, kind of cool, but B, now I'm back in the flipping business. And C, it just goes to show, like, even if you don't want to keep paying for online advertising, if you have a site up, yes, you're going to have your annual, maintenance and renewal and stuff like that just to have your site active with your domain. But you could get leads out of that where you can make tens of thousands of dollars on deals. So pay attention to SEO, I guess is what I'm saying. And if you want more online leads, basically for free, get in the habit of putting content out there, and it's going to do nothing but help you over time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I actually had another golden nugget. I'm kind of stealing this from you because you brought it. You just got a new, why don't you tell us what you just got?
I picked up a Plaud. My business coach.
Plaud.
Yeah.
Plaud.
My business coach has been telling me for months now to buy one of these. It's like, yeah, your memory kind of sucks. But you have great meetings, you have great content, and he goes, I know you're writing your notes in your book, which I do. He goes, but you're not capturing everything out of that that you should be. And so this is an AI recording device that, it's a wearable.
And you said it was
$160 for the device, and then it's like $300 a year for the membership for the AI side of this. And you have to have that. So just so you know, you have to purchase the other side of this. But anyway, long story short, it records everything. We're trying it out today during this podcast.
The coolest part about it is if you're in a group, like, it doesn't even matter how big the group is. Somehow they figure out who is talking during the whole conversation. And this could be like an hour meeting, 2-hour meeting or whatever. I know the battery life isn't awesome on it because it's so small, but it somehow recognizes who is saying what, and then it captures everything. And you can get an entire transcript, or you can get bullet points and a summary. You can get takeaways out of it. We used, one of my business partners has one, and we were out on a boat having a monthly meeting, and there were 5 of us, and it got everything, even with the noise and all that of, running the boat motor. And it had like Luke's action item is, he needs to research this, or he needs to follow up with this person and all that. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to have to, handwrite notes and forget context and all that. Like, I'm a big fan of that. I'm going to buy one. But anyway, that's today's golden nugget.
love that.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how it transcripts today's podcast, if we have action items.
It made me think too. This is one funny thing. My oldest daughter, Avery, she has this thing where she loves at school and at home. She has a journal where she writes down like kind of like crazy or funny stuff that we have said either as a family or she heard her friends say at school. And she's got like a long running, like she's been doing this for a couple of years. Mm-hmm. And so she'll be like, she'll laugh or we'll say something funny and then she'll be like, hang on, I got to go put this in the book. So we have a long running. It's so funny. It would be really helpful to capture all that stuff.
If I had this in school, I would have been such a better student.
Oh yeah, because they're worried about Big Brother then, basically, and that's the downside of this. The dark side of it is you got to be careful what you say around that because it is getting recorded.
No, I mean just in classes though. Just take this in class.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Speaking of, so my wife's a teacher, and I was like, I was telling Jess, I was like, she repeats the same class over and over again. I was like, you should just live stream you speaking every morning at your first class onto a YouTube channel.
And then they just reuse it, repurpose it.
I go, first off, your students would have it, and then you probably get attract other teachers that are in social studies and get some views. She's like, I'm not sure if I can get away with that, because all the students. I go, don't have it on the students, just have it on you. And I go, start creating your own channel. And I go, people at homeschool probably subscribe and listen. And she's like, that's not really my thing. But I'm like, if I was a teacher, I think I'd be doing that. Why not document all my knowledge I'm putting out there?
Yeah. And, it's kind of one of those things like during COVID, right? When everybody, like a lot of kids were at home and you had teachers at home and they were doing stuff over Zoom and all that. But it's like,
I told her, it's like, if a kid's sick, I go, that'd be a great
exactly.
Back to class.
Exactly. Yeah. I think we're stuck like 20, 30 years ago in the education system because this is a total no-brainer. It's like webinars now, like even in the real estate space, right? Like there's so many coaches and influencers out there and you can like sign up for a webinar and it's just pre-recorded stuff and they're getting paid every single time they repurpose that. So it's like if a teacher is teaching the same curriculum to a different class, why not just record it once? And then now granted, there's class interaction and questions that get asked that probably that would be the downside is you'd lose out on that part. But yeah, I mean, the juice is worth the squeeze, in my opinion, on that. So we'll have to see how that takes shape.
Everything seems positive about doing that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a good idea. Maybe that's Doge. They're going to go through and revamp the whole education system by just doing everything with AI.
Well, I think they're just dropping the education
system. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And then
can we just eliminate this Department of Education?
And then every state gets a little extra money and they make their own decisions, is my understanding.
Right? Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I'm not going to get into all that politics.
Yeah.
One cool thing is that we had our re-event the other day. You actually showed up.
I was there, man. Golf league's over.
Yeah. I was wondering. I was surprised because it was actually nice out.
Yeah, we got knocked out of the playoffs. Okay. It was not a good year for us.
But we had Nikki Klug speak live.
Yeah, and she was on a previous episode for Rhea Radio. You can find her if you liked her stuff. And she's a kick-ass designer, flipper, multifamily investor, all that.
Great 10 tips she gave too.
Yep.
And so if you want to check that out, go to our Rhea Radio YouTube channel. You can watch that live stream of that event too. But she spoke, had a great meeting there. We sold like maybe 10 or 12 tickets to the Mastery event that night.
The what?
The Rhea Mastery.
What is that?
Oh, the Rhea Mastery. That's where we have 5 of the most influential real estate investors in the Omaha area come to speak to you. So today, and you're hearing this, is the 18th. So you can still get tickets unless it's sold out at RheaMasterySeries.com. And come check it out. I mean, I think tickets are $249, and you can get 6 credit hours if you're a realtor. Otherwise, just come for the knowledge. It's really going to be geared to the person that is already in investing. Mm-hmm. But if you're not, you should get this. You're going to get so many good tips. But specifically, you're going to get how to find your lender, how to find a deal, how to analyze it. You're going to get legal, not true legal advice, but legal advice that you should be taking to heart. How do you word that? I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're going to get how to find them, how to finance them, how to operate them, how to, work in property management, work with third-party property managers, when might be the right time to sell, different ways to put deals together, creative finance, lending, all that stuff. So this is going to be, I can't wait. It's going to be a great event. Come for the content, stay for the credits.
Yeah.
6 credit hours, you can knock out half your year's requirements if you're a real estate salesperson. So
I just had a second conversation with another real estate company today where I'm like, I will give you a special deal. You bring 10 people in.
Oh, snap.
So I think I got 2 of those deals worked out right now.
Teddy's discounts. Yeah, I love it, man. It's going to be fun. So you got 2 days left to buy that ticket. don't be late.
And if you want to use Owen's discount code, his code is all capital Owen 50 for $50 off.
Owen 50.
So take advantage of that.
Is that because I'm 50 years old? Is that why you did that?
No, because it's $50.
Oh, all right. I thought maybe there was a double entendre there.
No, but that's kind of funny you said that. Hey, well, Wednesday's podcast, we had Alex in.
Alex what?
For real.
Okay. For those of you who don't get the reference there, tune into Wednesday's episode because Ted has the inability to roll his R's. And Alex Faria is a Cuban-born immigrant to the United States and has been basically involved in real estate investing, accumulated a portfolio of 27 rentals. And this is while he is owning and operating a mortgage brokerage and 15 employees. He'll tell his whole story. Super nice guy, like very humble and wants to make an impact in his community. He's got political aspirations. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. He's a big proponent of bourbon and cigars. So we had a fun conversation about that as well, but super nice guy. He's pivoting into becoming he's been doing hard money lending on his own for a while. And in fact, he's actually selling off some of his holdings or all of them due to regulations and just the pain in the butt of operating rentals, like we alluded to in the beginning of this episode. But he's going to take that capital and put it into, more hard money loans for himself. So if that's of interest to you, this is going to be a great episode. So he talks about the finance side of the business as well as, owning and operating a portfolio of rental properties. Super cool.
So he was a longtime follower of our Instagram channel.
Yeah.
And we've probably been talking about getting this done for almost 6 months.
Yeah. So at long last,
yes.
We finally got him in. So enjoy that. That's coming up here in a couple of days. So tune in for Alex Faria.
Yeah, and that's episode 238. So check that out.
Boom, boom.
Well, guys, we appreciate you guys checking out episode 237 of the Real Estate Rundown. If you guys love the content we're putting out, we just ask one thing. Please give us a 5-star review on your favorite format. And for example, Jenny Castaneda left us a review on Apple and it says, I'm hooked.
I'm hooked.
I love that. Great interviews and even better banter. I feel like the knowledge has increased immensely with only 3 episodes so far. I'm hooked. Oh, she just started listening.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah. So she's been a longtime sponsor of the local Omaha RIA. She runs Phoenix Restoration.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've met her before
at
the luncheon.
She does lots of sponsorships with us. So thank you, Jenny, for that. And I hope you hear that. So
yeah. Now, hey, quick reminder on that note. So in addition to the monthly Omaha RIA in-person meetups that are typically, 100, 120 people, great speakers, drinks, the whole 9 yards. Those of you that are familiar with it, obviously we love seeing you there. Keep going. Tell friends, bring more. In addition to that, we have the Omaha RIA Luncheon that Ted hosts every third Friday of each month, which we have one coming up next week, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be after this airs, but yes.
Yep. And in addition to that, we have Caffeine and Cap Rates, my little coffee meetup that I have at Sozo Coffee, 1314 Jones Street.
Endorsed by the RIA Radio
Endorsed by RIA Radio.
And Liquid Lending.
So that's a fun little event. If you can't get away at night because of family obligations or whatever, swing in. You don't have to stay for the whole thing. Pop in. You don't have to be experienced. There's newbies there. There's really experienced people. It's a good mix. So we'd love to see you at any of those 3 formats. And like, share, and subscribe, people.
Well, with that, guys, we appreciate you. And Owen Dashner, we see us out.
On behalf of Aiden Bear, RIA Radio, and Ted Kosh, I'm Owen Dashner, and you've been listening to the
Real Estate Rundown. Later.
Yes. Okay, bye. Are you going to do the outro? What's going on?
Yeah.
This has been the most radio edits we've had in
it's all
100 episodes.
It's all in the end. Good thing we didn't do live.
We weren't even drinking.
I know. I think Aiden even got in that little Real Estate Rundown there.
Little acapella. Love it. Little harmony.